your time.
All right. Welcome, everyone, to the Tuesday night Superstars of RX Business.
The superstars of RX. And Eva is right. My name is Tammy Maltby Melchizedek. I am here inside this opportunity of RX. And if someone invited you tonight, first of all, you are the most important person on this Zoom. We want to welcome you. Thank you for taking the next few minutes with us. We think that we have something that you will want to take a look at. I jumped into this opportunity about 6.5 years ago and got an incredible health benefit, my husband had an incredible weight loss of about 60 pounds, plus actually I think he's more like 65 now. And we started to feel better, look better, and experience life on a very beautiful, life-giving way. And we know that we have something here that you should take a look at and see how this opportunity might be transformational for your own life. We experienced it. We were in here 6.5 years, and about a year ago, we joined a company called RX, and we are now RX, the House of Brands. And I like to liken it to an umbrella that has all these beautiful little spokes that hold that beautiful umbrella up. And the umbrella is RX, and our House of Brands underneath of RX, which I think have 10 and counting now, hold that umbrella up. So we have everything in health and wellness. We have weight loss, we have nutraceuticals, we have energy, we have pure water, we have beautiful skin, we have an opportunity wherever you look. Our products are superior, they speak for themselves, they're scientifically tested, and I'll let the products, you can do the research on the products, there's so many wonderful things to learn. But tonight, I want to introduce you to a very special lady that came into my life. I'm trying to think, maybe 5.5 years ago, or maybe almost 6 years ago, one of our mutual friends, Robin DeMio, who is inside this experience as well, and she came to my house, and I shared the opportunity with her. She jumped in, and she started thinking about people that she could share this beautiful hope. This hope, we are hope givers. How can we give hope to other people for better health, better nutrition, better finances, and better community? And so she told me about this beautiful woman, Dr. Crystal Vance, and she said, Tammy, we got to take a trip up to Gillette, Wyoming and go visit this lady. And so we packed into her at that time, brand new BMW that she had won through our company. And I'll never forget the trip because she was going very fast in a very fast BMW. And all of a sudden the lights start swirling behind us. And I mean to tell you, when we took off, I said, you better be careful riding this car. You're going to end up getting a ticket. Well, sure enough, the guy with the little hat pulls us over. And he said, ma'am, do you know how fast you were going? And anyway, the rest is history. I actually have a picture.
I do not ever want to hear again about my driving.
I told the state trooper, I said, sir, may I take a picture with you and Robin because I want to document this moment, because I told her she was going too fast. So anyway, he said, if you make it quick. So I made it quick. And we found ourselves in Gillette, Wyoming, and I met Dr. Crystal for the very first time. And she packed out her house the very first night with all kinds of people that were looking for a health and financial transformation. I liken Crystal to a lover of the people. That's really who she is. And the more you're around her, the more you see how true it is. And now I have to tell you, most of us, if you've heard Crystal or you've seen her pictures, you know that she has lost a tremendous amount of weight. She's lost almost 1.5 person. And that is unto itself the most remarkable story. But tonight, I want you to get to know the heart of Crystal even a little bit more. I want you to understand who this lover of the people is and how she believes that influence is the alpha and omega of persuasion, or the alpha and omega of how we lead in this business. And so, Crystal, we've got a before and after picture of you. Thank you, Eva. And I'd like to welcome you, Dr. Crystal Vance. Welcome. Thank you so much for being on our call tonight.
Absolutely. I'm excited to be on. I know. And I look at those pictures and I'm like, just because I made a decision to, like, I just wanted it for myself. I was like, I just want my own health to change, and then we'll go from there. And then this is what ends up happening.
Absolutely tremendous. So I met you somewhere in between picture 1 and picture 2. Yes. And so I have had the privilege of seeing this beautiful health transformation for you, weight loss transformation. But I want to say something else. You are a doctor. Yes, you are a doctor. You had a 20-year practice. You had enormous influence with people because of what you did. People were watching what was happening to you. And so your influence, of course, was granted because you were a doctor and you had influence in the medical community. But in some ways, the lover of the people, you served people, you cared for people, you helped them feel better, get out of pain, get into health and nutrition. But eventually now you did that for 20 years and you moved that entire focus into another lane. Now the focus of care and giving and serving people, that has not changed for you.
No.
At all. In fact, I would say it's even gotten greater for you. Would you agree?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because now it goes all over the world instead of 40 to 50 patients a day in Gillette, Wyoming.
Okay, so everybody has influence. We were talking about this earlier today. And so not everybody's going to be a doctor. Not everybody's going to have the understanding, the tool set, the skills, but everybody has influence. And you talk about that. Share with us about the power of the vehicle of influence to build a very successful business.
Yeah, as a business person, I went into business. It started with, how do I become a chiropractor? How did I go in and decide to do that? Because I had to look at myself and go, what are my interests? What are my talents? What are my gifts? I had all these options. Well, I didn't want to be in the ER. I didn't want to stay up late. I didn't want to have to leave a family at home to go do an emergency surgery. Like that, I found my lane that fit me and my gifts and my talents. And I believe that's the exact same thing for any business, for anything that we do for a day job. We found what worked for us. And then, right, they say, go find something you love to do, and then you will be a success because you love doing what you do. And that's how I got there in that. And then that's what I found here, was that I could still take my same skills, my same talents, my same things I loved. And so I had influence because it was still me. And I knew the people who would like what I was doing. And so it was easy to go share it with them because it was like, no, I think you'll love this. Mm-hmm. I knew I could influence them because what the part of it that I had picked out and loved and said, ooh, I could totally use my talents here. And I think sometimes we miss that. I think sometimes we, even in regular normal business, we grab somebody else's vision. We grab somebody else's mission and goal. Maybe even in your day job, you're building somebody else's dream, and maybe that's your frustration of where you're sitting.
Yes.
You're like, I want to build my own dream. And for me, I was building my own dream. I owned it, but it owned me. Like I had to see 50 patients a day. I didn't want to necessarily see 50 patients a day. Mm-hmm. And so I knew I had to do something different. And so I loved the beauty of this, that I could still do what was bringing in the income at that time. Because let's get real, we all work. yeah, we love what we do, but if there wasn't money attached to it, would you still do it? And that was a big why. I was getting down the line where I was like, it's not worth the money that's coming in anymore. So I knew I had to change. And maybe that's you. Maybe you're like, I'm so frustrated that I'd even take a pay cut to not do this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, don't take a pay cut. Stick and stay right where you're at and add this on the side until this grows so big, this lane gets larger that you can just go, you know what, I'm going to bring my vehicle right over here. And now this is where I'm going to roll. And that's exactly what happened for me. And so
Is there a difference, Crystal, in, it used to be when you were a doctor, you as a doctor, you have all of these years, all of this medical training, all of these medical and college bills. And so you are charging your patients and they are paying to come and see you. Whereas in this business, you don't have patients, but partners.
yeah,
Does
well,
that make a difference?
it really doesn't. And here's why. You'll kind of be like, what? That wasn't what I wanted her to say.
You say whatever you're going
I
to.
know, but let me tell you why. Because inevitably, anything that we do is the law of giving and receiving. And before I gave of my talents and I received cash flow. And here I give of my leadership, my mentorship, and in turn, it turns around and it duplicates. And let me tell you what, duplication is worth a lot more in your checking account than one patient coming in and writing me a check for their bill, because I now taught somebody how to do what I do. And thankfully, inside of this vehicle, I get a small portion because I spent my time, skill, and ability to teach you to do what I did. And now I can leverage your skills, talent, and ability to help me. At the same time, you're leveraging mine to help you. And it is so much fun because now it's a working relationship versus take 2 of these, call me tomorrow, and I'll see you in a week. So you can write that check again.
Mm-hmm.
It's so beautiful. I love that. So what I heard you say is that we all have tools, skills, and abilities that are unique to who we are. And in this business, that's a benefit. And it's really a benefit to leverage linking arms with other people and leveraging, because that's why team success is done in team. I mean, let's just get real. That's why success is done in team. Why you link arms with people. You don't run alone. You link arms with other people because you're leveraging their skill set, which might not be your own. And so, a lot of people will say, well, I have a friend here that's in the medical community, or I have a friend there that's in the medical community, whatever their role is. And so they think, oh, I'm going to go get myself a doctor and I'm going to make $1 billion, but we know that's not this business. We know that that's not how it works. And yet, hello, you kind of are that story. And so what is the healthy mindset to have in this business in regards to that?
Yeah, I know you've heard me say it, but I succeeded in spite of the fact of being a doctor, because especially with anything health and wellness related, like every time a product would come out, people would come to me, and not just because they wanted my influence over a bunch of people, but because they wanted my opinion. They wanted me to have belief in it like they had belief in it, or even my seal of approval create more belief for them that what they had was really great. And here's the thing. Had Robin come to me and just been like, I've got this and you can do something with it, and I could have, but that's what the 50 other people that year had said to me.
So what was the difference?
She said, this is what I think it could do for you. Because at the end of the day, whether I'm a doctor, whether I'm a lawyer, I could have been any of these professions. I'm just a normal person, a school teacher, a stay-at-home mom, an accountant, a engineer, an artist, an author, a pastor. What makes it where all of these faces are on here? A photographer, a chef, a baker. What is it? Because we all started out going, I want to see how this helps me.
Yes.
And if it does, then I'm going to offer this to my sphere of influence.
Absolutely.
And every single person has a different sphere of influence, yet it's like the ripples in water. Eventually they all connect and join. And then that is where the power comes in.
So beautiful. And I think it's so powerful to remember that when we're approaching people, we're approaching people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I hear you saying, Crystal. We're approaching people that have a need. They have a felt need, and our job is to become really good listeners and really good question askers. Askers? I'm not sure that's a word. Really good people who ask great questions, I'll say, and get to know what it is that they are looking for and take the time to do that. And then they have the opportunity to multiply that forward.
Yeah, it really is sit down and spend some time with somebody and really say, because we all believe there's something in here for every single person. Well, let's find out what. And the only way a lot of those things are going to happen is if they dive in enough to RX that they get one of our experience packs. And that's what I loved about this, is that I didn't have to be this wonderful asker of questions.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I still need to listen. But I have, then at the end, I don't have to be a doctor to have success here. I can say, we've got this pack for a business-minded person. If you want to try everything and see what it is that could help you create income, look at this one.
Mm-hmm.
Or what if it's about, weight loss? Well, then, hey, try this one. Or what if it's about your immune system and energy? I love that. Like, they made it simple for us that you don't have to, it's not rocket science. It's like, well, here's the basics, pick one, and then let's start a transformation. And a normal, everyday person looking for things for themselves. And will it help them? I believe so. That's why I continue to go out and share it.
So, Crystal, you're saying that I don't have to be a medical professional to share health products with others. I don't have to know the laia thing that's a word, whatever
I was
it
wondering
is.
how you say that word with
Yes.
with our new Elite. One of the products, or one of the what's inside of Elite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I call it ash wash by gosh, it just works.
Ash wash bagosh. I love it. That's perfect.
No, you don't have to. Here's the thing. Leverage those of us who are the doctors in terms of credibility, not in terms of let me explain every item on the back of the bag. That's where you can, like, the company has given us, each and every one of us, all of those tools. There's a button called Insight in this free system that they give us that you can type any question and it'll pop up the answers. It's like the Alexa of RX.
No, where is that, Crystal?
It's inside of a free system called X Office. Anytime somebody gets a transformation pack, you have free accessibility to this amazing back office, this X Office. And inside is a tab and it says Insight. And you click on that and it's like, what can I help you with? Just imagine the voice. My voice, I imagine, is this sexy Australian voice. I don't know what y'all are imagining. Y'all need to get your own voice, okay? But I'm like, I wish I could talk that way, but I can't. And so I hear this beautiful voice and I'm like, what is in Elite? And it tells me. And
Wow.
so if I have a customer who asks that, I'm going to go in there. What is in Elite? And it tells me, and I don't have to make it up on the fly, but I also want them to see that they don't have to know everything, that we'll give them the tools. So you can come in here and simply just get started by making a decision that, you know what, I'm going to start my own health transformation because I want to feel better. I want to sleep better. I want to look better. You can't tell me that you don't have a need health-wise. I'm a doctor.
Mhm.
Every single person is praying for two things, their health and their income.
Yeah.
And most of the patients who wouldn't come see me didn't come see me because they didn't have the income to come see me.
Mm.
So right here is a perfect place for every single person to start a health journey. Get yourself a pack, get started, and then now I want you to sit down with your story, who you are. Anthony, what are your skills? What's unique about you? Because God made every single one of us unique. Every single one of our stories happened for us, not to us. So
Nice.
take all these stories.
That's good.
Yeah, take all these stories in your history that could have been a victim story. This happened to me. And now spin it and make it for good and go, no, this happened for me. I can be the voice for this. It was unique to me. These are my challenges. And now you're in your lane. And I don't know what it is because it's not my story, but you have one unique to you. And there's other people that will hear the music in your voice when you share your story, and they'll be attracted and they'll want to link arms. And all of a sudden, all these ripples start to merge. Melissa Jackson, I want to hear your story. It's an amazing one, but I can't share your story. But we have things in common. Right?
It's so powerful.
It's like,
It's
who's
so
gonna
powerful,
share your story?
Crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so powerful. So the influence is such a huge thing. Knowing what our influence, our circle of influence is, it's going to be different for each of us. McDonald's, not that I go, well, I never go to McDonald's. I'll just say Panera. Panera can be a place where you can use your influence if you're having coffee, if you're a young mom. And maybe you're doing a play date. Maybe that's your sphere of influence. Maybe that's where your voice and the people that you're going to reach, your neighborhood, your church friends, the people that you have influence are going to be unique to you. And that is one of the most important places to get started. That's what I hear you saying. And I love that. And you also talked about leverage, leveraging relationship, leveraging team. What we're all strong, we're stronger together than we ever are alone. And that we need one another. And so, Crystal, thank you so much. We are so grateful. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to just tell you, you may have heard this or you may have not, but Dr. Crystal has been nominated and invited into the Wellness Council of RX, and that is a big stinking deal. This is a wellness council of professional physicians, doctors, dentists, all kinds of people that have a great influence in the medical community. And Dr. Crystal Vance was not only invited, but she accepted, and she is now our very own Dr. Crystal is part of the RX Worldwide Wellness Council. It's no small deal.
It's exciting. My lane changed. It grew. It got even bigger. So I love that. And you know what? There's always room for more people. So who on here that could be an aspiration to be a part of? So
It's so beautiful. Thank you, Dr. Crystal, for being with us. Thank you for your inspirational story. We're so glad that we get to link arms together. And you are a perfect example. You're just a perfect example of how you have taken an opportunity and you have made it fit your life, your hopes, your dreams, what you want your life to look like. And you've used this opportunity to make those things happen. And that's, I think, a real encouraging word for all of us, no matter where we find ourselves, that RX has something for each of us. Thanks for joining us. And now I'm going to jump over real quick to Miss Eva Baca-Kearns. And Eva, she's been very successful in this business as well. And she's going to share very quickly on how you can get started with your own personal RX business and the vision that you have for your future. There you go, Miss Eva.
Well, welcome, and thank you, Crystal. I mean, it's you know, when one of the girls becomes and makes it to the top, we are just so excited, because I hope what you heard from this tonight was Crystal Vance, just one of us, a lady boss, quite powerful as it is, but just, you know, each one of us is an individual, and we each have something to bring to the table. So I'm going to share with you really quickly, whoever invited you on this call invited you because they believed in you, and because they knew that you were looking for something, and we just might be that answer. As a matter of fact, I am going to be real brazen, because I have known to be brazen at times, and I'm going to say that we do have an answer, because I know that it was an answer for us. And whatever your need is, for my husband and I, we had a health need. We had a health challenge, and I can guarantee you this. If you know somebody that has a health challenge, I guarantee you that they have a financial challenge. So for us, at a time in our lives when we should have been sailing into retirement, we actually had to start over. And so we were looking for an answer, but we didn't realize we were looking for an answer. We were just looking for a health answer. And so we found great products. If you go out to the National Institute of Health database, and which is pubmed.gov, and you put in Fucoidan, Fucoidan, you will find the products we have a product line that is based on a super nutrient called Fucoidan. And it was a great product. We loved it. We were so excited that we told everybody we knew about the product. But now, because we're a house of brands, we have so many more new products. So what I'm going to do is share with you, though, it's not about the products, it's about redirecting your spending. So we are, let's see here, we have, sorry about that, somebody coming in. Okay, we basically, as Tammy told you, we are a house of brands. So whatever your need is, whether your need is, and everybody has a need for pure air, clean water, whether your need is age erase, whether your need is weight loss, whether your need is a little bit of attitude adjustment and a good sleep, whether your need is good healthy supplements. Now, I want you to get this. In the United States, the average American spends $200 to $400 a month just on supplements. And I guarantee you that if they're not buying good supplements from, as ours come from an OTC, which is an FDA approved facility, they're probably voiding out more of those supplements than they're taking in. My particular will always be my go-to. If nothing else, I will always be Alimu Gal. So it's very simple. Buy yourself a pack of products. And whoever invited you can share the products with you, share the packs. So buy yourself a pack of products. It's just smart business because number one, when you buy a pack of products, you've started a business and you can write it off on your taxes. I don't know about you. I don't care who you're voting for, but I'm not giving you any more of my taxes, any more of my money than I need to for taxes. So it's just good business. And then all you do is become a product of the product. For me, I'm a pretty happy camper. Whether you want to lose weight, like my adopted son, Craig Tomanini, and he lost 200 pounds there. He lost a whole person. Whether you're a mom who just wants to lose a little bit of baby fat, I'm at the point where I cannot use the excuse of baby fat anymore. Whether you're a professional athlete or you just want a six-pack, whether you want to lose 23 pounds or lose 93 pounds, you might as well shop at home at your own online store instead of putting all your money in King Soopers or Piggly Wiggly. So it's very simple. And this is how we do it. Get started and share your transformation. You can just buy products and you can buy retail if you want. I don't know why you would buy retail, but if you want to buy retail, just go ahead and do that. Or else you can get a boss pack and you have an option of buying your products at wholesale. That works for me. I never buy retail. And then if you share it with someone, you can put a few pennies in your pocket. And you can make grocery money like you would with other MLMs or other network marketing companies. But we're not your mama's network marketing company. And I'm a mama and a grandma, so I know. So, but if you are looking to make a difference, if you're looking for a business, if you're looking to make it to Friday, if you're looking just to put a little extra in the bank, this is the way you do it. Find yourself 4 business partners. My question to you is, do you know 4 people? It's that simple. And then share with them your transformation, because I guarantee you, you will have a transformation. Will it be dramatic? Mine was. I don't know if yours will. So you share with 4 friends, and you can come in at any level, wherever you're at. You can come in as a member. You can come in as a business member. A little bit. You're going to make a little bit more money. You can come in as an elite member, make even more money. Or if you want to do it up and do it right, you can come in as an ultimate member. Now, when I started, we were losing our house. We lost everything we owned. We scraped together every penny we had, because this is the deal. If you're in a situation where you need a little extra or you need a lot of extra, we needed an entire income, you can sit and you can complain about it, or you can do something about it. And I knew if we did not make a choice, as Crystal did, she made a choice to change and transform her life. Dr. Crystal. Tammy made a choice. Keith and I made a choice. And so we came in with the largest pack we could. We wanted the biggest transformation as quickly as we could. So come in at any level that you can. And the reason you want to come in on the top is because, you know, if you're on the top, then you don't have to climb all the way up there. So, for example, you come in as an ultimate. Now, this is the deal. Come in as an ultimate. People do what you do. They come in as an ultimate. You make bonuses and retail earnings. And our goal is to get you profitable and debt-free in 8 weeks. I don't know about you. I've always been self-employed and never started a business for less than 6 figures. What? This is just smart business. So it's that simple. Get back to the person who brought you, who put you on this call. Share, find out the different products. Buy yourself a pack of products. Share it with 4 people, and that would be good enough. Except we have even more for you. So let me explain to you the power of multiplication. This is the beauty of network marketing. For somebody like myself, who is a business snob, always had a brick and mortar business, always took out a loan to start a business, this is how easy it is. Go find those 4 people. They go ahead and buy a pack of products. They have their transformation. They share it with 4 more people who share it with 4 more people. And you just begin to work as a team. And before you know it, instead of having to, we had a coffee shop, instead of having to sell 4,096 cups of coffee every month to make ends meet, we became a team. And together, we leveraged each other's talents to change our lives one story at a time. And this is the deal. You're working not with employees and payroll taxes and overhead. You're working with business partners, people who are looking and have the same desires you do. Now, that's what makes network marketing spectacular. I wish somebody would have told me about it 3 business loans ago. But why New Age? Why RX? Why now? It's called matching team lead bonus. So remember those 4 people you brought in? You make 15% of what they made. No fine print. You brought them in, you make 15%. Everybody falls away, you have only 1 person left, you make 15%. You make 15% of everyone you sign. You make 10% of everyone you sign under, everyone who signs under them. You make 5% on everyone who signs under them. Now, it's just basic math, and that's what we call long-term residual income. So get this. Imagine you create a team. You just have a good time. One of your gal pals, 2 of your gal pals, some of your guy pals come together. And if you end up with 4,000 people spending $150 a month, remember the average person spends $200 to $400 a month just on supplements. But we're talking supplements, clean water, oils. We're talking erase the age. Imagine what that's going to be. Plus, you're making a percentage as a team, and that's long-term residual income. And then you get to spend the money all over again. Everything that you spent, we're going to give you matching reward dollars. You can use that for loyalty products. You can use that for travel at great discounts. You can even buy diamonds if you're into that. Or if you're self-employed, you understand that medical insurance is probably the #1 reason that people go out and get a JOB, which is just above. JOB, what is it? Just above. It's basically not making just enough money. Or you can actually be your own boss, because we have the RX medical program, and you can even pay for it with your loyalty products. We're a fresh new approach. You don't have to pay for overhead. You don't have to pay for taxes. You don't have to argue with the store next door. All you need to do is have a phone and open mouth. Mouth open, shop open. Very simple. And then you get to spend time with people that you love. They don't even have to be sane. They can be crazy. Whatever your dreams are, whether they're to stay at home with your children, whether they're for a home or a car, or to lose 35 pounds, whether it's to travel, whatever, whether it's to give back, whatever your dreams are, they can become a reality. And how do I know that? Because it happened for us. And I'm just a little low pastor. And how do we do this? We succeed as a team. So we are New Age RX, and whoever invited you on this call invited you because they believe in you. And if they believe in you, we believe in you. So I have only one question for you. Are you ready to get started? You'd be crazy if you didn't. So thank you. All right, so Tammy, thank you very much. Dr. Crystal, thank you very much. Thank you everyone that was on this call tonight. And thank you, Anthony Moreland. I do not know what we would do without you. I just unmuted you, Tammy. No, I didn't. So
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, Eva. What a wonderful, inspirational evening. I love how you set that out. Great graphics on that, Eva. Everyone, thank you for joining. Have a beautiful rest of your evening. Get back with the person that invited you, and we will see you next Tuesday evening. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful, blessed evening. Good night.
good night.